Did you see that my nose drawer broke? My nose drawer broke. The side of it came off. Huh?
Is it?
Yeah. So soon I'm gonna have to buy a new nose drawer. But soon I need to get a new tattoo and a new piercing.
Soon they're gonna have white?
Yeah, soon that's gonna be...
Wearing leather pants.
I don't wear leather, but okay. 'Cause I got a bunch of fire rolls. So, distraction. Sorry about that. Anyway, what's up, you guys? It's been a fat minute since we've seen you guys on our joint channel. But we just recently hit how much on the family channel, babe? Yeah, we just recently hit 700, and for each and every one who subscribes, we are so much more grateful for like every single person who subscribes to the family channel. Like, you guys are truly amazing. We just want you guys to follow our family channel. Never forget that you are worth it, and never forget that your life is so much more peaceful. Your life is so much more enjoyable. And if you are a mother who follows that channel, if you're a father who follows that channel, you guys can do whatever it takes to be a parent, and life will go on and life will get better, with the factor of every single poopy holiday that shows up. Also, I was not doing anything for Mother's Day. I was kind of pissed off Mother's Day, and I'm not going to go into detail about that, but there will be a whole video on the family channel about why I quit celebrating Mother's Day and all of that. I told my mom Happy Mother's Day and pretty much brushed Mother's Day off. I don't want nothing to do with it anymore. I refuse to celebrate Mother's Day, even though, yes, I'm a parent. Do I need to celebrate it? No, I do not. So, when I start going back part-time, so if you guys don't know, I sat down last night and I had a chat with myself, and I was like, because if you guys don't know, he works full-time. And if two parents work full-time, that is so much less time that you can spend with your kid. And I'm not about that life. I'm not about to make my daughter suffer as much as she has. I mean, it's just... I told myself that I would never go back to work full-time again. Like, that was absolute hell. I did it at Little Caesars, and fuck full-time jobs. No. I'm only going back to work part-time, and I'm gonna let my mom know, too. Like, you can come down to the house, you can babysit, you can do whatever you want, you know, you can snuggle and kiss the bunnies and stuff like that, but, I am definitely not going to get rid of my bunnies all because somebody tells me to. All three of my bunnies are like my kids, and I want to get my female bunny fixed, and same with my male. But, I just got sprayed outside and it stinks. But, like I was saying, I do want to get them fixed, but I want to be able to breed my 8-month-old female bunny with a baby male bunny, and I am going to, of course, maybe give a few baby bunnies away, but they would be a lot more expensive. Not saying they'd be cheap, because they wouldn't be. If somebody wants a baby bunny from us, you're looking at close to... For me, I would only sell baby bunnies for around close to $192. So pretty much it would suck somebody's entire paycheck if they wanted a baby bunny, so just a heads up on that one. But speaking of bunnies, There's the girls, and then Rocky's hiding because he feels the air. So I'm gonna turn. But we have the air on in the car because it's 90 freaking degrees here, and it's really super fucking hot. Like, I feel like I'm dying of a heat stroke, which we actually went to go get food, but anyways. Thankfully he doesn't have to work till late tonight. And also, to anybody who doesn't know, I want to move to my roots. If you guys don't know what I mean by move to my roots, well, let me just tell you, now that I gave you guys 2 seconds to think about it, and I don't think you guys in 2 seconds could think about that. So when I say I want to move back to my roots, if you guys don't know, I am from a small little hole in the wall area. My grandparents did take me and all of my siblings out there. It was the best time of my little childhood, little Misty K life. I loved it on the beach. I loved to feel the sand on my feet every morning. I do want to save up money to buy I'm gonna give you guys 2 more seconds to think about it. I will keep touching base on this. Babe, how do you feel about discussing this at some point in life? I haven't even told him, but he knows where I'm from, and I'm just gonna tell you guys, because at this point I'm just teasing you guys. I want to move back to Sandy Pines on a beautiful lake home. Be able to take our daughter, be able to take my fiance, the man that I love, out to the beach every single morning. You know, be able to show my daughter, like, yes, baby, you go fishing right here. You can do whatever you want right here. And the lake there, you can really trust. And I don't trust very many lakes because, like I understand that, like, Sandy Pines probably isn't the best, but I do also want to try to get my boater's license. So I do want to get that and be able to, like, call my family and be like, come out to my new home, come out to the lake, let's have fun, you know, let's have a family Galloway. Okay, so yes, me, Misty K. Hendrickson, grew up at Sandy Pines. That is my roots. That is where I got a fishing pole stuck in my thumb, but we were able to get it out. And, or actually, wait, no, that was my brother. I was so scared, you guys, when I first used a fishing pole. I wish I would have had a picture of 4-year-old me crying my eyes out that I just caught a fish, and my family's like, and then my grandpa, I know he's watching me, and he was like, you caught your first fish, take it off, Kayla. And I'm like, no, you take it off, I'm not touching that slimy thing. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I want to go back to my roots. I want to go where I was born, where I was raised, where I went on my first water slide, bro. Like, I just have so many memories there, and you know, he's marrying into the Hendrickson family, and us Hendricksons, you know, we love us a good fishing day, and I will always love fishing. I will always love to be able to hopefully one day walk out of my home, be able to sit down on the beach, have my love right here sitting next to me, have my daughter sitting right in between us, and be like, Mommy, I want to go out on the boat. And we would take her out on the boat. We might even get ourselves a little paddle boat. Maybe even some kayaks. Is that what they're called? Kayaks? How would you feel if we lived on the beach? Because the Sandy Pines, we can even get a freaking golf cart, you guys. And then we could just drive our way. And shout out to my aunt. So I never told you guys a story. So we were out at Sandy Pines. I was a little girl. I was still young. And me aunt got a speeding ticket on a golf cart. So I always will remember where I grew up. I love Sandy Pines. I want to raise my daughter in Sandy Pines. And for me, I don't care if it's the middle of the winter. I don't care if there's snow covering the beach. I don't care, because I will get my butt up. I will walk outside. And I'll just look at the beach and tell the beach how much I love the beach. Because the only thing that sucks is the water park at Sandy Pines, you guys, where I am from. And you guys are going to look at me, Misty K. Hendrickson, and be like, Misty, you're bougie as fuck. And you know what? Yeah, that's right, I'm bougie as fuck. But you know what? You know what, you guys? That is completely okay to be bougie as fuck. Because he would even be able to invite his parents to come up to the lake. Do your parents have a boat? No. And even if his parents had a boat, if anybody in his family has a boat, they could go to the boat dock. There's a really nice boat dock at Sandy Pines too. But you know, that's my roots. You know, I miss Sandy Pines. Like, a part of me is like, I need to go back. That is my roots. That is my town. That is my happy place. That is my comfort. So, I am definitely going to look into moving back. Bless you. Granted, see, Sandy Pines is a bit away. If you guys don't know, just to tell you, Sandy Pines is about 7 to 80 miles that way, and nobody would be able to get into Sandy Pines unless, like, even if his little sister, I'm not going to say his little sister's name, but even if his sister's like, hey, I want to come out and I want to spend the day with Janiyah, we would be able to get her a day pass. I don't know how many trailer parks do day passes though, and even before it gets too cold out, y'all, this will for the rest of my life be a memory. But Sandy Pines does a Christmas wraparound, loop arounds light seeing, and it's basically where you can drive your golf cart, and I'm sure he would want to get his license to drive a golf cart. We can even take his car, you know, to go drive around and, you know, see all of the Christmas lights and be like, oh, Janiyah, look at the Christmas lights. Like, that's what we do here, baby girl, you know? Like, it's just my roots. Like, and you know, he loves to be outside, you guys. He loves to be outside. He loves it. Absolutely loves to be outside. Babe, tell them how much you love to be outside. Yeah, he loves to be outside. Like, he chooses to be outside like that. Like, the minute he sees the sun and he's boom, boom. Literally, boom, boom. And have a golf area at Sandy Pines. They have a, do you like to go to the water park? You like water parks, right? Because, at Sandy Pines, when we move to Sandy Pines, we can actually be able to have, like, if we do a family thing, it would be a little more hard, like, all of the family together, but if your family with kids wanted to come out, we could get them a free day pass to go to the water park with their little ones. There is a little kid part of the water park there that is more for like the younger ones who can't swim. And they have plenty of lifeguards too, so like you don't have to be like, oh my god, my kid is drowning, they're not gonna save my kid. So, they actually have lifeguards at every point of the water park. So, on the water slide, there is a lifeguard. By the deep end and non-deep end of the pools, there is a lifeguard, and this lifeguard sits in their chair, and they watch the pools. And that is what makes me know that Sandy Pines, I feel like, is the safest. Like, I'm sorry, but if I need to jump in the water after my child, of course I will do that. But if a lifeguard is not doing their job, that is what will piss me off even more. So, I know you guys kind of, like, want to get his put and all of that. Like, I'm sure he would be okay to move to Sandy Pines. Of course, we're gonna talk about it and stuff, you know, and we're gonna be, you know, more than happy to be able to live somewhere where we know it can be a forever place, even during the winter. Not only that, you know, we could have toys outside for Janiyah, and he could even make a little soccer field for himself that I think my camper's for sale, so that's what it looks like. You know, we'd be able to we could ride our bikes at Sandy Pines, we could go to the water park at Sandy Pines, we can play golf at Sandy Pines, he can play soccer with the baby at Sandy Pines. And that is just what really fills my heart, is just how beautiful where I grew up is. Like, I love Sandy Pines, I love being out there. I'm just not going to give you any specific location of where I grew up. Of course, not that my family, okay, some of my family lives there, Misty. Stop lying. Stop lying, Misty. Don't say your family doesn't live there, because some of them do. You don't have any family that lives in Sandy Pines, do you? But it's just a really beautiful, overall, 100% my favorite place. I want to, you know, raise our kids there, because it's so beautiful. How would you feel about living in a lake house and being able to go swimming whenever you wanted to? You're cool with that? I know, but if you think about it, you could literally get up out of bed, sweetie. You could walk out to your freaking patio and be like, damn, like, I'm gonna look at that beautiful lake today. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna listen to them waves today, you know, like, I miss that, you guys, like. Okay, not all of the houses that are on the lake. There's some that are on the lake, I don't know, you guys, like, that's my roots, like, bro, bro, that's where I grew up, dog. Like, what? Like, I don't know, you guys. It's just kind of a sacramental thing because I don't want to live in this area. I'd rather live in 10 out of 10, the best area where I know that my kid would be happy. I know that he would be happy. And even in the winter, Sandy Pines is still beautiful as hell. You can see the outdoors. You might not want to go outside, but you know, he could literally even be able to have his own gaming room also. And I mean, Sandy Pines is just the best, you know. I miss Sandy Pines. I want to show him Sandy Pines where I came from, and it's just the best. I don't know if I want to move there, even though it's like honestly the best that there is, but they're a little on the expensive side. But I don't think that matters because Sandy Pines is the best. But we ended up getting Chipotle because we have been eating since yesterday. And there goes my brother back to his cave. We're gonna go back to our cave soon. But I think we might end this video. Do you want to do a mukbang today? I think we might just film a different day.